Well, hello and welcome to 2022. This is the first edition of the Tao Daily Hero in a brand new year. You are more than welcome. First timer, long timer, cross watcher, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. I am glad that we're spending this time together and starting off a whole new year. It's going to be an interesting year. So, very quickly, what makes this tarot reading different from other tarot readings? Well, basically it's archetypal. I use 8 to 10 cards from 4 different decks. I focus on manifesting energy, not predictions. I use something called the hyper shuffle. You'll see that in a minute. And I try to get the read within about a 10-minute window because that just makes sense. It's very Tao-like. It's very basic. It's very essential. And very helpful for you. Every single day I do a brand new read. A 10-minute read. That's very useful for you. You are the reason I am doing this. Alrighty, very good. So, as I mentioned just a moment ago, something called the Hyper Shuffle. It begins here with the Oracle cards. Let's do it. Alrighty, there you go for the first read for 2022. Let's get to it. We're looking at manifesting energies, as we always do. Here we go. Flexible. 2022 is going to be a year where you will be required to be flexible in terms of what you feel, how you feel, what you think, how you think, those kinds of things. It's going to be a year, as one of my astrologer friends, Pam Gregory, says, of revolution, rebellion, revelation. Yeah, all those are words. And so you're going to be required to be flexible. A lot of stuff that you're going to have to deal with. And with the 19 up here, 1 and 9 is 1. That means the whole year is going to require this kind of flexibility, we'll call it for a lack of a better word. Alrighty. So, what will it take? Well, first of all, for starters, you're going to have to make a decision between things that you love, people that you love, people that you're used to, things that you're used to. I don't know that I would refer to this as a typical love card more than something that you are accustomed to, you are attached to. And you're going to have a choice between two. Maybe even a little more than that, but you will have a decision to make. And you'll have to decide, where am I going to put my energy? What you're going to do is, I think, best be served being like the Queen of Wands. She comes in, has a lot of passion, excitement, enthusiasm. When she enters a room, she makes a statement. And not necessarily that she's being showy or anything. It's just she exudes this positivity. And that may be what you have to do in 2022. Exude your own positivity, your own enthusiasm. Or if you're missing those two things, maybe go in search of. Page of Pentacles says they're valuable to you. The things that are important. Remember, pages change the storyline. And a Page of Pentacles certainly no different. Very practical, dependable. Maybe even a business opportunity. Maybe you'll even have a chance to find something else to do. Another job, another career, another possibility. But there are some values, and one maybe in particular, that you're going to have to focus on, and that will require flexibility on your part because it is not something that you have done exactly that same way before. But this is the way that you become the King of Pentacles. Right? This is your road to being the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, like all Pentacles, is very business-like, very responsible, enterprising. They know what is valuable to them. Maybe it's money, but it may be health, it may be family, it may be friends, maybe any number of things. King of Pentacles not only knows what's important, but holds on to what's important. And that maybe is the message of the Page of Pentacles, and that may be standing right alongside this whole idea of flexible. Something about your value system will require some flexibility. You're moving to a different space and place. Queen of Swords says essentially the same thing. Here is a lady who is very honest, very perceptive, very clever, very straight talking. And that may be what you have to be with yourself this year. Very to the point, pun intended. Remember, we're talking about flexibility. We're talking about changing the game in a major way in 2022. Things coming at you maybe from more directions than ever before. Changes, adjustments. Time to be flexible. And the only way that you can handle that is if you are like the Queen of Swords. You are to the point. You know what you have to do, think, and say. That'll be what 2022, I think, shapes up for you. Because right now, many people are feeling left out, the Five of Pentacles. They're not connected. Their values need adjusting. Their values need to be flexible. And that doesn't mean that you change. You are a good person, you're going to become not so good. What it means is that maybe what you have valued is not as important as you thought it was, or not in the same way. And so because of that, the Five of Pentacles says you're feeling just a little maladjusted, to the point where we go to the vice versa cards facing forward. We have the Seven of Pentacles. He's looking at his stuff. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot growing on it, although he does have pentacles hanging from the tree. And he's looking and wondering, is this really worth it? All the effort? That may be, as we're entering now, 2022, that may exactly be what you're thinking. Is all of this worth it? Well, the fact of the matter is, yes, and you know it. And you know it, and you're going to put in the effort. The Eight of Pentacles says you're ready, you're up for the challenge. Yes, you have to be flexible, but yes, you're going to have to make some really distinct effort. What is important to you? Why is it important to you? And move forward in that direction. And it will be, because we're calling for flexibility, will be a different approach to your values. But you got to do it. And again, here we go. We have the Chariot card. Caduceus in one hand, North, the Big Dipper above him. This guy knows where to go. It's simply a question of controlling the forces, controlling the two animals there in the front of his chariot. Different, but the same. Same because they're pulling in the same direction. But they're different energies, and he has to balance those energies. But he has the tools. You can see it. The Caduceus in his right hand, the Big Dipper just above his head. He knows where to go, but he's got to make the journey. And to make the journey with opposing forces like that requires flexibility. So expect a year of revelation and revolution, and expect it to change even more than it has. But you know, after 2020 and 2021, you know where you have to go. Wow. Very powerful read for the first day of 2022. Thank you for being here. Please, as usual, thumbs up. That means that you like it. Very important for the folks at YouTube that you do that. Also subscribe, because you get it in your daily feed. Every time you go to YouTube, you will see it up there. And you and I can continue our relationship in this brand new year. You're the reason I'm doing it, no question. So between now and the next time, which could be tomorrow, because I do a brand new read every day, 365, or whenever you have time to finally catch up and we do it or again, we talk tarot. I have one strong wish. Blessings.